Hey, good morning. Yes, it is. It is Saturday, September 6th. Kind of running late this morning. Been busy doing other stuff. But I thought today's video would be on gratitude and being grateful. And why sometimes you need to go back to the beginning to get back on the right path. So stay tuned. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, if you didn't already know it. And yes, this is the weekend. This is where we can go off the rail and do what we want. So today, I'm talking about being grateful, gratitude, and having to sometimes start at the beginning again to be on the right path. And where is all this coming from? It's coming from the fact that, my medical stuff that's going on is still going on. And I'm tired of thinking about it, talking about it, when the more important things that are going on in my life are my relationships with others. And my relationship that I have with you guys is very important. You always have some encouraging word, hopefully I give as much as I get, I guess is the theme today, because I get so much from you guys on this channel. It's the camaraderie, the feeling like, I can tell you anything and be non-judgmental. And that's a hard thing to say in this day and age, right? People are quick to judge somebody else. And I always have felt, since I was young, before I'm willing to judge somebody else, I need to take a full accounting of myself. And I'm probably the most imperfect person you will ever find. So for me to be judgmental of somebody else is out of the question. I cannot judge someone because I have so many flaws. But I thought I wanted to take the time to thank you guys and hope that you do get back as much as I give, because I want it to be a two-way street. I know that this crapola, I shouldn't say it that way, but it's not going to last forever. I'm going to get back on my feet. And as my niece tells me all the time, she says, Uncle Eric, you have an army of people at your beck and call. All you have to do is ask. Your only job is to survive. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of days that's all I can do is survive. And that's okay. This is not my life. This is just a point in time in my life where I just got to get through it to the other side. But it's hard sometimes when you have so much going on that you forget about the best things that are going on in your life. I have a daughter-in-law that comes to my house, makes sure my meds are done. And if I'm lacking certain ones like aspirin, iron and this and that, or there's scripts that come in late, once I pick them up, it's like she has some way of knowing that they're here. She will show up. And if she hasn't got it done for the month, she'll make sure it's done for the month. And then I had her come in a week ahead of schedule and take my meds and put it into a week set, and then do the month for the following month. And for that, and she's at my beck and call, that she's constantly sending me messages if I need anything. Please ask, because she's close. And like last week, she had Thursday and Friday off. And with being in the ER, she said, if you need any help with anything, I just call or text and I'll be there. It's to my kids and my grandkids and my niece that require me to tell them every night that I'm headed for bed, I took my meds, and that I love them. That doesn't go unnoticed. And you'd be surprised at the private messages that I get from people showing encouragement to me, even when they're fighting their own demons. And I know they're fighting their own demons. So if you're out there watching this video today and you see it and you're fighting your own demons, understand you're not alone. We all have our own demons to fight. There is another side. See, God gives us a choice. He will give us a number of paths to choose. But ultimately, it's up to us and our choice of which path we take. The problem where a lot of people get into trouble is they think that if they choose A and it's the wrong path, that it's a life sentence instead of a life lesson. And that's exactly what it is. It's a life lesson. It's not a life sentence. It's you're learning what not to do in the future. That does not define who you are. All that is a point in time on your timeline that you found something that you tried and didn't work, and don't do it again. Don't focus on it anymore. Just keep that in mind. So if you see that same option offered later on, you're smart enough to say, no, I ain't taking that one. That's all it's meant to be. I talk about God a lot, not to convert you, but to show you there are other options out there if your life is in a turmoil. Life is complex because of the complexity we make it. You can slow it down at any point in time that you want. You do have a choice in that matter. You can get off that spinning wheel at any time and just take a week to yourself to rebuild, restructure, what you have, and go forward. The relationships that I have with you, as I have said, is very important. So I'm going to leave you with this, is you have an army at your beck and call. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. And some days all you're going to do is survive. And that's got to be okay. So on that note, you guys have a great Saturday. I'm not going to leave you without telling you what happened yesterday, and maybe you guys can get a laugh out of it. We had to deliver a tractor, and Claude got it loaded on the trailer, and we headed out. It was 40 minutes away. And about 5 minutes before we got to where we needed to drop the tractor off, my stomach started churning. So I told Claude, I said, you need to stop. And he's like, what? I said, you need to stop on the side of the road. Well, why? There's no cops behind us. Claude, stop now. So, of course, we got the weight of the trailer and the tractor behind us, and he pulls over. And I'm always prepared. I've got 2 rolls of toilet paper in the glove compartment. So I pop the compartment open, grab 1 roll, down the embankment. I mean, it's just about like that. Down the embankment into some guy's cornfield. Drop my drawers, and thank goodness he stopped, because I would never have made it. That's our adventures for yesterday. I'm still trying to decide whether to send the farmer a bill for the extra fertilizer on that spot of ground. All right, guys, you enjoy your Saturday.